Welcome back. If you're here, you want to get past the headlines and really understand what's happening globally, right?
Right. And today we've got something specific, that recent missile strike on Kyiv.
We're going deep on this one, looking at the actual missile used based on what Ukraine's President Zelenskyy has shared.
Yeah, our mission, so to speak, is to unpack the, well, surprising details about where this weapon came from and what that means. It reveals a lot about global connections and conflict.
Okay, so let's set the scene. April 24th, Kyiv gets hit badly.
A residential building was struck. Awful news. 12 people killed and around 90 injured.
Just terrible. And the missile involved. This is where it gets interesting. It wasn't Russian originally.
No, it was identified as a North Korean ballistic missile.
A North Korean missile hitting Kyiv. But that's not even the whole story, is it?
Not at all, because Zelenskyy revealed what was inside it. That missile, apparently, contained at least 116 components, sourced from all over the place.
116 different parts from various countries.
Exactly. Think of it like, well, a deadly piece of tech assembled from a global parts bin.
And here's the part that really stood out to me. Zelenskyy said the majority of those parts, American companies.
Yes, that's the detail that makes you pause. He specifically mentioned components imported from other countries, and most of them, unfortunately, were produced by American companies.
Wow. So U.S.-made components inside a North Korean missile used by, presumably, Russia against Ukraine.
It really throws a spotlight on how complex and, frankly, difficult it is to control technology flow in today's world. Zelenskyy's point wasn't just about blame, I think.
What do you mean?
Well, he seemed to be emphasizing that modern war isn't just one country versus another anymore. It involves these networks, these supply chains.
Ah, right. He talked about needing a collective defense because the threat is collective too.
Precisely. He thanked partners for air defense, which Ukraine obviously needs, but then immediately pivoted back to the need for pressure.
Pressure on Russia, and also its allies, like North Korea in this case, to, as he put it, stop the killings.
And this links into the diplomatic efforts, too, doesn't it? He brought up that ceasefire proposal from about, 45 days prior?
Yeah, based on a U.S. idea they'd extended for Easter, even made a direct offer to Russia about not hitting civilian targets.
And Russia rejected it. He made sure to note that.
He also floated the idea, didn't he, that maybe Russia is using attacks like these to indirectly pressure the U.S.
Yeah, kind of hinting that since the U.S. wants a resolution, maybe Russia thinks hitting Kyiv with internationally sourced missiles sends some kind of message or applies leverage. It's a complex strategic game.
So boiling it down, the main takeaway here is pretty stark.
It is. A North Korean missile hits Kyiv, but it's packed with components, many traced back to American firms. It just vividly illustrates how tangled global conflict has become.
Technology, supply chains, alliances,
Yeah.
it's all interconnected.
And Zelenskyy's plea is straightforward. More pressure is needed on Russia and everyone enabling this violence.
That definitely leaves you with something to think about.
Absolutely. Considering this global web for weapons parts, what does that really imply about responsibility? And, maybe more critically, how challenging is it really to stop conflicts from escalating when the tools of war can cross borders so easily?
A tough question with no easy answers. Something for all of us to consider.